Hey, hi Cindy. I'm driving home. I just saw your hay because I was at a stop sign actually. That's about the only watching, reading I can do, especially at night, of course. You know, with your sister when she drives too. Same old, same old. We're on deer watch. Apparently, the deer are out in droves today. So I thought, let's turn on the camera on the way home and see if we can spot any. There's the firehouse coming up on the left. All the pretty lights. I don't know what you just said. Oh shoot, I can't read that. I just caught the first word. It was yes. Now on our left is a truss company for building trusses. They work all 3 shifts building their trusses. And right after that is a septic sucking company. That's the building with the red roof. Sucking septics. Your poop is their bread and butter. Ye Old Honey Pot, otherwise known as sweet water. I don't know what's sweet about that water. I don't know. Looks like one of the garage bay doors were open. Ruh-roh. Sometimes the deer like to congregate out here, which is still technically in the city limits. As you'll see in a few moments, I'll be passing Quick Trip, not stopping, and I've already stopped and got my 2 gift cards for the day. Now I saw Bill Cook had done a video tonight of a cat, and it reminded me of Michael's adventures and Michael's videos about Emily, except this was a cat, and it looked like the cat was eating a stick, and I had to laugh. And of course I commented, because you know how sassy I can be, and I said something to the effect about Pottinger's cats, question mark, because Dr. Kiltz mentions it almost every week in his lives every morning. I am pooped today. Today was a long day, overtime, just 2 hours overtime, so it wasn't long per se. Ooh, there's Quick Trip on our left here, all the lights. But what you can't see are 2 police straight up ahead. I'm going to turn left, so pay attention to the 2 vehicles that are parked right ahead, looking for the speeders. That's right, 2 coppers. That's where they like to sit and watch everybody. Going over the bridge, especially where I'm going. They've got the radar. And I am behaving because, yeah. With the month being dead, kind of slow this month, they are looking at hiring more people for 2nd and 3rd shift this month. Now they're going to be hiring them, but we're not sure when they're going to start. Are they going to start for the new year? Or are they going to start ASAP? Don't know. had my dental appointment today, which was fine. They just seeded the crown. Okay, now I'm going to turn my brights on, and now, oh, who's coming behind me? I hope it's not a copper. Well, I'm behaving because the speed limit right here is 55, and I'm only going 35, so I guess I can kick it up. Let's see how many deer we can count. Oh, okay. Well, whoever's behind me, they're driving in an erratic manner. Looks like they're all over the road. Great. That's what we need, is a drunk boy, vey. Can't go too fast. I watch for Bambi. Let's see if we can see any critters today. I've got my high beams on. And I'm using the rear camera so I can see what's going on screen. Kind of, sort of. Somebody at work had said that over by the sand mine that there were several deers playing when he was driving into work today. So I'm on highway SS, named SS because in the winter I call it County Road Slip and Slide. You have to be very, very careful on County Road SS. About it, kind of a sad story. Nevertheless, it's a story to tell you on the way home. A few years ago, we had teenagers working for us, and it was called the LEAP program, LEAP. And coming up right now on your screen, what you can see on the left, is where there's a wee bit of a hill, and it was a summer day and she was coming into work. Her mom works with us, and as she was coming into work, she must have been avoiding an animal, is our guess, because she toppled her vehicle upside down, and she met Jesus. We'll just leave it at that right here. And this is a very scary turn that the animals just pop out. Remember, this is their neighborhood, so they pop out when they want to pop out. But if you're in a hurry, you could lose control, and unfortunately that's what happened. Lovely young girl. I don't even think she was 7. She was very young, high school girl. So it was a very sad thing a couple of years ago when it happened. Her mother lives about a mile from me, and her mother never takes this road for obvious reasons. She takes the other back roads or the freeway, Highway 53, Freeway 53, northbound, to go to work. Yeah. And next week starts deer hunting season, or maybe it's this weekend. I'm not sure. Jack is not a hunter, and we usually feed the animals as opposed to killing them because we enjoy nature. So we don't bait nature. We just have a salt lick for them, and we feed them corn and the like, because they're God's creatures. My nephew doesn't come up by us anymore to hunt. It's going to be a very quiet Thanksgiving. On my right, your right now, is the sand mine. That was a big thing back in the day. I don't even see any little eyeballs from little critters in the culverts. So this is the sand mine right here. It's all dark, all shut down. Another business that went defunct. As opposed to turning by the high school, I will drive you through the scenic route of New Auburn. But don't blink when we get closer to New Auburn, because you'll miss the big toddle in town. There's really nothing to see actually in New Auburn. There is a restaurant, they have a bank, I think there's a couple of bars. I don't know, Jack and I don't work the bars, but I know I'll be passing one. I'll show you that bar. It's called the Quart, Q-U-A-R-T House. Quart House. Not to be confused with Court House. Same thing, but completely different. And this is where the deer like to just pop out of nowhere and run across the road. So I'm always super careful going through here. Shortly, coming up on our left, what I call a speed trap is where a lot of police like to hang out as well. I'm still minding my P's and Q's. I'm only going 45, and the speed limit is 55 out here. But it's a little, I don't know, let's call it a turnaround that the police like to sit over there. Deer hunters like to hang out there too. Yeah, the police catch a lot of people. One year they got me, but that was one year. Since then, I have behaved. Well, I always behave, I really do. I am very cognizant of driving home, though. It is 11:22 Central Standard Time in the evening. Rail cars, not sure if you can see it, you probably can't, are on the right. Just parked there, doing nothing. For the most part, the farmers have gotten all the crops in. There's a couple of farms that still have yet to be. Oh, look, you guys, look. You see that deer? See it? Ooh, there it goes. Yay, we have one. But I have to be careful because you never know if there's another one. All right, we saw one. there's another car out besides me. Now, normally I would be turning left on M up here. But I'm going to go the scenic route and take you guys through the toddling town of New Auburn. There's a mechanic shop over here on the left, and they have a groomer here. We don't take Ladybug here. We have a company called Groom and Zoom that come to our house to give Ladybug her bath. Well, pretty soon Ladybug and Squeaky will need a bath, but Squeaky's very clean right now. She should be clean. There is a t-shirt company here on the left. No obvious signs, but they do t-shirt printing. Here on the left coming up is, no, I'm not mispronouncing it, Nawburn Coffee. Because people have a tendency to not pronounce New Auburn up here. They say Nawburn. About 2 more blocks up ahead, I'm going to be turning here, is the one and only dollar store. Well, I can go that way. Nobody's behind me. I'll show you. And I can always turn around. Because remember, this is the scenic route. I'm taking you guys on a 3-hour tour, in the Denali. The Village Park, we'll pass that too. You won't be able to see the water tower, but the water tower's in the Village Park. We'll see how many people have their Christmas lights on. Okay, no lights are on at the dollar store. The volunteer fire department, I'm making a U-banger here, is right here, as you can see, straight in front. That's the volunteer fire department. But again, I'm making a U-turn. You can see the water tower straight up ahead, and there's Dollar General, the big dollar store. Backing up. Nobody's still not behind me, so I'm good. On the right is the little park. Obviously, it's dark outside. They have a couple of municipal lights on, but nothing's happening there. And it's really nothing but acreage. There's a pavilion, very small pavilion area there, park pavilion. Nothing major. But this is the town. Passing through downtown Nawburn. Yeah, they say it very fast, but that's the locals, they call it that. They've been calling it Nawburn for years because people just speak very fast up here. I say New Auburn. On the left is the Security Bank. That's our bank. Not our bank, but a bank. The bank that's here in New Auburn. Next block is the post office. We won't pass that. On the right is a little restaurant, and on the left is the courthouse. So the New Auburn Cheese Company is a cafe and cheese cafe. Small, blink, like I told you, blink and you are gone. You were out of New Auburn. And this is the end of the road. To the right is one of the maintenance men live there. And the other block is where one of the girls, first shift assembler, she lives down that way. Pretty soon we'll be passing the school, New Auburn School, grade school, high school, everything all together. Somebody was out there on their porch kind of nippy. It's 37 degrees. Probably smoking, but that's okay. So we go from Chippewa County into Barron County, and then we'll go into Chippewa County where we live. Okay, on our right is the high school and grade school. It's a big building. No left turn, otherwise I take you. And my luck, if I turn left, even though there's really no traffic, there'd be a policeman waiting for me. Because that's just my luck, I'll tell you. Turning, turning, turning. High school playground on the right. We'll see how many deer I encounter in this stretch. Oh, I got 2 thumbs up. I managed to see that, and 1 person is watching me still. Yay! Don't know if it's Cindy or Michael, but whoever's watching, thank you for watching. I appreciate it. I hope you got the chance to see the deer. That was exciting. It's exciting to see them walking across the road in a slow pace and not running into my vehicle. Did I ever tell you if you hit a deer, always tell your insurance company, a deer ran into me. And that actually happened to me. Oh, I see people are on right now. Hello, I can't read what you're saying, so I apologize. I had that happen to me on the way home from work. I saw a deer up ahead. So what did I do? Like now, it was late night. So all I did was stop. I stopped in the middle of the road. Full stop, brakes, didn't move, turned off the high beams, etc. And what happened? Bambi smashed right into the passenger side of the vehicle, and I was at a complete stop. So the deer did run into me. And so it hit and it flipped. It's as though the deer was dumbfounded or just went to the light, saw the light, did a flippy doodle, flew up in the air by the grace of God. It did not end up on my vehicle, and came down, and that was that. Ran away after probably they were seeing birdies around their head. Okay, now this curve that I'm going into can be very slippery in the winter time. And the high beams usually don't catch deer activity that usually happens on the right in this general vicinity. So I have to be careful. I'm grateful that a lot of people do utilize not municipal, the light pole lights out here that are real bright. No street lights out in the country, you know. Not much to see now that and if the leaves are still up there in the trees, it just means it hasn't gotten cold enough, I guess. They said on Ryan Hall, y'all, that's the YouTube channel I watch to get all the weather forecasts that it's going to be an exceptionally warm couple of days. And he was saying in some areas it was going to be 35 degrees higher than normal. So typically, if we're 45 here, it's going to be 75 degrees or 80, but that's just going to be some type of weird weather pattern that's happening throughout the plains, Montana, Midwest, certain areas. When you see the map, if you watch some of the, I don't watch the Weather Channel anymore. I get my weather information either from ALEXA or GOOGLE, but usually I'll watch Ryan Hall, y'all, on the YouTube and get the big nation buzz, what's happening, the big snowstorms. Obviously, I'm not out traveling where I'm worried about what's going on the coasts. And thank goodness that the government is finally open. Hooray, hooray. People can now begin to fly wherever they wish to go. Air traffic controllers are all back to work. Everybody's back to work. But I'll tell you what, there should be some law or something. Somebody seriously needs to consider this. We all have our freedoms, and this is not a political point that I'm making. I'm making a blanket statement. Well, it's political, but I'm not picking on sides, so here goes. There should be some sort of bill or resolution whereby if the government, in quotes, quote, end quote, ever shuts down, that the Congress people and the senators, anybody in government, does not get paid. We're going to shut the government down. You officials that write the rules, present the bills, sit and hold your positions of authority, wink, wink, snicker, snicker, that you all, congressmen, congresswomen, senators, do not get paid. Full stop. I look at it that way. If they don't get paid, this shenanigans is less apt to happen again. This was absolutely senseless to shut the government down. Was not good at all for anybody. All the people that suffered needlessly. It should not have happened. Again, blanket statement. All parties are involved. You don't mess with the people. We, the people have rights. Remember, we, the people, voted you all. Oh, look at the deer. Look at the deer, you guys. Can't see it. Uh-oh. I'm not going to cross the road. No. No, it's walking to my left. I don't want the camera. There we go. That was 2 deer I saw. Gas station on the right. At this point, Highway M40. I live a mile away from here. Exactly a mile. There's a resale shop here on the left that I just turned. Basically, it's a junkyard place. Well, not junk. But one man's junk, one man's trash is another man's treasure. So they resell things. It's a shop, it's a building. And it's usually furniture or watches there, but nothing. It's not a department store by any stretch of the imagination. Okay, I'll be turning right soon. That's funny. I've said this before. I'll say it again. I'm in the phone book. I've been in the phone book because of my profession in real estate. I can be found. There's so many people out there that say with specificity, oh, I can't tell people where I live because I don't want crazy internet people to come and do whatever. But to that point, I say, your future, your destiny is already figured out. You just don't know when it's going to happen. That's all. Que sera, sera. Doris Day sang that song. I won't. Whatever will be, will be. Going to the mailbox. Turn on the truck light. Oh, Jack must have got the mail. Going up to the house. Over the meadow and through the woods to Jerry's house we go. So, the saga continues. I don't know who keeps sending me mail and little baby gifts. I don't know. I'm getting these Amazon packages that I am not ordering. They're lovely little gifts, but I don't know who to thank. So whoever's watching this video, and if you're sending me stuff, thank you. Here we go. This is my house. My house. And it looked like the guy that comes for the wood came for the last of the wood. So that's a good thing. And I think I'll front it in. I won't rear end it. Got the light on, like Tom Bodett. All I have to do is get inside, get the dogs out. Thanks for driving me home, everybody. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Take care. I will see you all soon. Cheers for now. Good night. Angels on your pillow.